You're listening to What She Said on Canada Talks.
Generally speaking, Anna, what happens to our skin as we get older? Apart from weather and furnaces and everything else, what is happening to our skin?
Well, as our skin, starts to age, what happens is the way our cell turnover is quite slow. So where we start off, shedding our natural skin cells every 28 days, as we mature, it gets a little slower and slower. So by using exfoliating treatments to help the process along, helps the appearance of the skin look a lot more youthful. Dead skin cell accumulation, doesn't settle in our lines, so this way, our skin looks more youthful.
Okay, so enter this new product you've got, which is a home peel. I tried it this morning.
Yes.
And I thought, well, I went for a walk really early, like 5 a.m. with my dog, and I came back and I thought, okay, I'm going to do it now. I was making my oatmeal for breakfast. I put it on, left it. You put on step one and leave it for a few minutes, and then you put on step two, and it was a very pleasant, tingly feeling, and my skin really does feel like it's much smoother. Explain how it works and what's in it.
Okay, so I'd like to begin by saying that the entire Carol Baker Visage brand is incredible and has a lot to offer. We most recently introduced our Pro Vitamin C line, and this two-step system is quite unique because it's something that you can do at home but also achieve in salon results. And so it is a two-step system, and it's infused with vitamin C, carrot root, lactic acid, jojoba beads, and you cleanse the skin first. You first apply your peel, massage it all over, skin will warm up a little bit, and it begins the exfoliation process. In order to activate it a little further, you then add a little drop of the activator, massage it, together. Skin will, start to exfoliate, but what's great about it is it doesn't dry out the skin. It doesn't strip your natural oils. It also helps to nourish and hydrate the skin.
Now, I still feel it, so this is we're almost 5 hours after I put it on, and I still feel a pleasant, I wouldn't say it's a pleasant tingling. It's still there. I'm conscious of it, but it feels good. It feels alive. Is that right?
You know what? That's a great description. The skin will feel revitalized for at least 48 hours after you do the peel. And it's safe enough to do, quite regularly, but we don't recommend it more than once to twice a week.
Well, and the other thing, too, is the smell is absolutely heavenly. I mean, I used it. I just feel like, my face feels like a baby's bum. Can I say that? It feels so soft and fresh, but the smell, I could just sit there with a jar open and smell it.
Yes, it's infused with tangerine and orange.
Yeah, it was lovely smell. It was lovely.
Yes,
I wish
really
my whole condo smelled like that all the time. I'm going to try and find a candle like that. It's
well,
amazing.
You have very generously offered to give one of these away to our listeners. What is the value of it? It's about $100?
It is $100 for the two-step system. And we invite all of your listeners to visit any one of our locations and have a complimentary peel done in our salons.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And you're right across the country, right?
We're right across Ontario, and, we're rapidly growing across Canada. So if you visit our website, you can see all of the locations and call ahead and let them know that, they heard us on the radio today, and they're very welcome to go in and have one of the peels done.
So if they just show up and say, we heard it on What She Said, then there we go. Oh, excellent.
Excellent. And the thing is, Carol Baker Visage, as I understand it, has a product line for spanning all age groups.
Absolutely. We have our core line, our Carol Baker Visage line. We also have, an organic line that we offer. Now we introduced, a Pro Vitamin C Advanced line, as well as a complete collection of cosmetics.
Actually, I have used for years the concealer, which is, I call my under eye circles the pits of despair, as did our makeup artists at CTV. And the yellow one, there's a yellow one that I put underneath my base, and then I put a fair one under. But that concealer it's creamy, it's moist, it's my favorite all time, and I've used a lot of makeup, being on TV for a quarter of a century.
That is our Camouflage Concealer, very popular seller in our brand, and we pride ourselves on the fact that our cosmetics are skincare with a tint. So you can wear it all day. Not that we recommend you sleep in it, but if you do, it's not going to have a negative impact on your skin at all.
Now, I just want to ask you one question, because I hear young women all the time, or young people saying, well, I'm 25, I don't need to worry about that now. But that's not really true. You really should start. So tell us. Well,
preventative is always better than corrective. And so, the younger that you start, taking care of your skin, you're going to age a lot more gracefully.
Yeah, so when would you suggest that women, and men for that matter, start taking care of their skin? Beyond wearing a sunscreen, which should start when you're a baby.
Right. I really would recommend in your early teens, especially if you're wearing a cosmetic. You want to make sure that, you're taking care of your skin really well, you have a prescribed skincare program, and, the makeup's only going to look as good as the skin is underneath.
Let me ask you also about men, because more men are paying attention. They're going in for pedicures and manicures, and they do want to look after themselves. Do you find that you've got more male customers for things like moisturizer?
Absolutely. I've been with Carol Baker for very many years, and in the beginning of my career, we didn't have a lot of gentlemen visit our face spas. As years have gone by, and most certainly over the past 5 to 10 years, we do have a lot of men coming in and having, buying skincare products, having facial treatments done, having their brows designed. So, yes, absolutely. See, women have a little bit more of an advantage over men because they can, help to cover any imperfections with cosmetics. Most men just want a natural, healthy glow about their skin.
Now, one of the things I like about Carol Baker is, when you go and you can have your makeup done there, right? You can book a makeup thing, but then you also get products. You always seem to go in for one thing and they give you something. It's like you always get something good.
Well, the great thing is that all of our entire team, they're face experts. And they're very well educated on skincare ingredients, active ingredients that will cater to an individual skin type and concern. As well as we are incredible at brow design and amazing makeup artists. So when you go in, you have one face expert that's going to have a complimentary consultation with you, find out exactly what your needs and your wants are, and customize the entire service. So we're there for you for all of your beauty needs.
Yeah, fabulous.
That sounds amazing.
Now, but Carol Baker, it's a Canadian company, which is important to say. But how did she get started in the business?
Carol Baker is an amazing woman, and I had the privilege of having her as my mentor. Started with her 32 years ago, and the company started well over 40 years ago. And single mom, 3 kids, started representing a brand, wasn't happy with it, and developed her own. And started initially selling it door to door, then opened up her first location in the Hudson's Bay Center, which was extremely successful. And then from there went on, to franchise the brand.
Absolutely. So, and how many, you said 30, how many stores now?
We currently have 32 locations.
Wow.
Over the past year, our company was sold to 4 dynamic young men who are growing the company rapidly. So we are going across Canada with 5 locations scheduled to open in Calgary over the next couple of years, as well as a new location in Markville.
Well, Anna, thank you so much for joining us today and giving us all some wonderful tips. And we like the product. It's now officially What She Said approved.
Thank you so much for having us.
Okay.
Click the channel subscribe button for full-length interviews and more from What She Said here on YouTube.